Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope everyone's doing well. It's an FPV video today and I want to show you this. This is the new, well, it's not that new actually, Flywoo Flybee 16 DJI 04. So this has been out a little while and I tell you, I'm having such a blast with this little quad at the moment because it's so small, so powerful. It's probably too much for indoors, but it's great for kind of flying most places where you can kind of, you don't want to kind of, you know, whack out a great big 5-inch or something like that. But yeah, so about 45 grams. It runs on 2S packs, so just these little kind of 550s, super cheap, you know, easy to get hold of those. And obviously it's got the 04 camera, so it will do literally like 4K 60, so you can actually get some really usable footage with this. So obviously, so I'm using the goggles 3 with this, and performance is as you'd expect from 04, just very good. The range is excellent, not come to the limits of it, and this has built-in ELRS as well, so I don't think it's external. No, it hasn't got an extra receiver in there. I think it's on board. A brilliant little quad. I'm not going to rattle on too much about it because there's other videos from, you know, like Nick Burns, which will give you like a proper rundown of this and what's what with it. But carbon frame, very lightweight, 45 grams as I say, something like that, and obviously you notice it's a pusher, so the props are obviously, you know, facing down, so it should fly really well. And let me tell you, it really does. It flies excellently, and you can fly it in very small spaces and get some good practice at higher speed stuff, which obviously, you know, that's kind of what I like. So yeah, I picked this up from Your FPV in the UK, so yourfpv.co.uk. And yeah, guys, they're brilliant. Gaff, shout out to you, mate. And yeah, always happy to help. And you know, I just did a propeller order from there for this, because obviously it just eats props. That's the only downside, because you obviously, you know, you're pushing and you're actually quite close to the ground. So if you do stack it a few times, you will notice these props won't last too long. But they're pretty cheap, and you can just, you know, obviously keep replacing them. So on to the flying footage then. So this is just literally me in my little area that I like flying. It's got a mix of trees, some trails. It's great fun. It was quite windy when I did this, so it was quite a 21 km/h breeze, so breezy, not really too windy, but you'll see that a little bit in the footage, and you hear this thing screaming because it's, you know, on some of the higher altitude kind of flying, it's obviously going into the wind, but you'll see how maneuverable and how absolutely brilliant this little quad is. So yeah, onto the flying footage. Let's go for it.